It's that time of year again.
Hi, my name is Anita and I'm a Dutch-Kiwi. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my channel. I do hope you enjoy the recipe I've got for you.
I am busy in the kitchen and I'm going to make relish. Want to join me? I know it doesn't look like it, but it is summer. And I'm going to make some tomato chutney. Now I've made some before. I used a different recipe and I've got everything all sorted here on the bench. So I thought you might like to make some too. Okay, right. Let me turn the camera around and show you my ingredients. Obviously, tomatoes, dark brown sugar, raisins, tomatoes, onions, apples, vinegar, and I've still got to grab the spices. So I'll just do that. I'll walk to my pantry. And here are my herbs and spices. Now let me grab what I need. I have ground cloves, because the whole cloves, they just always end up getting between your teeth and I can't find them sometimes. And I have got mustard seed and curry powder. Now obviously I'm also going to use a bit of salt. Now the vinegar, I'm supposed to have malt vinegar and I don't have any, but I have malt vinegar cream, the thick one, and I am just going to mix that with my white vinegar just for the taste. I'm sure it'll be fine. If you don't believe me, you'll just have to try it yourself. Now the first thing I'm going to do is peel, believe it or not, I am going to peel the tomatoes. Now they're really firm, they're quite hard, and that's what you want. And I am just going to put them in a bath of hot water quite quickly, boiling water. I will score the bottom first and then put them in the hot water, count away the seconds, remove them from the water and peel them. So that's my first job. Right, I've put the large pot of water, I've put that on, and I'll now just prepare the tomatoes. I'll take the stalks off, the stems, and cross the tomato. Now the cut's not to be too deep, just a light cut across, and the skin will actually loosen off from that point. Now I also just puncture where the stem has been. Right, so I've got all these tomatoes to do now, so I won't bore you with that. I shall just carry on. Right, all the stalks are off and it's now time to cut. There it is. And why do I take the skins off? Because I detest tomato skins. That's all it is. Not because it's in the recipe, but because I just can't stand the tomato skin between my teeth. They've all been scored and they've all been pierced through the stem, and as soon as the water boils in the hot bath, they will go. There she blows. Doesn't take long and the skin will start to split. I'll take them out of the water now. So I'll quickly run them under the cold tap. Once I start peeling these, I'll be popping the other ones in. So as you can see, the skin is already starting to peel off. So I'll go and do that. I won't bore you with watching me do all of them. And while I'm peeling these, the next lot will go in the pan and I will just do that until all the tomatoes are peeled. Job done. Next part is very simple. All the ingredients go into the preserving pan. Well, I'll show you. And so get pen and paper ready, because then you can write down the recipe. Because I'm not going to add the recipe. You'll just have to be quick and write. 1.25 or 6 apples. 6 large or 9 smaller onions. I often like to add a hint, tip, something handy, at least I find is handy, in my cooking videos. So I did think of one. So here we go. When working on the bench and things like peeling the potatoes, I always work bench height, so up high. I put my bowl for my peelings, I put it in the sink so that I don't work with my arms outstretched up high. Peel, slice, dice, core the apples. And you can do that any way you like. The apples are done. And now the onions. I have one more onion to go. I do. Oh, my eyes, they're stinging. And actually the first 4 were wonderful, and after that they started spraying, so they must be quite juicy onions. There we go. All ready. Well, I've finished chopping, cutting, weighing, measuring. So now I'm going to put everything into the large pan I've got. First things first, the tomatoes. Now, this was 18 tomatoes, about the size, a decent apple, so not too small. And I think, what did I have? About 2.7k roughly. So you can do anything from 2 to 3k, just add or subtract what you need. 6 apples. And you're going to wonder, how's this all going to fit? Well, I will be turning on the heat now, and it will start reducing and everything else will fit in. So just hold on a moment. Right, element is on. Here come the onions. There we are. I'll just scrape those out in a minute. Now that was 9 small or 6 normal size onions. I have 2 cups of raisins. The saucepan's getting quite full now. Now I'm going to add some spices. I've chosen to use ground cloves instead of whole cloves. Sprinkle that. I have partially ground the mustard seed. 2 teaspoons. I have 2 tablespoons of salt. And for added flavour, 2 teaspoons of sweet curry powder. Now, I also have sugar to add, only I'll be adding that once this mixture has started to reduce. So I'll be right back when that's happened. The volume is slowly reducing. Hear it bubbling away. I'm now going to add the vinegar, malt vinegar, 4 cups. And now of course the bubbling is being reduced because I'm adding more liquid. Oh, it smells divine. So ideally I needed a slightly larger size, probably a 1 litre larger. I think this is, I can't remember how many litres this pot is, but anyway, it's boiled down enough for me to add the sugar, which will of course turn into a syrup, which will add to the volume again, but that too will cook down, because that's the whole idea now. This will go on a simmer, and I will leave it cook until it's jam-like, just like the recipe says, but also like I know from experience. Oh, the smell. Now that is quite a summery smell, to be honest. My successes in the kitchen are normally because I taste, and I taste continually. And when I tasted this mixture, I missed something. And so I decided to do something about it. I am adding rind, very finely grated rind of an orange. And you know, I just know that once this has been sitting in the brew for a while, it will be perfect. That is the flavour I was missing. So grab yourself an orange and add it to the chutney. And now to spoon the chutney into the jar. The jar is hot. I always make them hot before I fill them. And it's going really well. Those jars are done already. I'm going to enjoy these with cheese. And now for my reward, the taste test. Here we go, because it's all about the taste. I love my cheese. And I have some of my relish. Oh, yummy. The cheese is really mild, and the relish just gives it a kick. Oh, in the best way possible. You ready for some more? Piece of cheese, the relish, and go make some relish. Go find some good priced tomatoes. Get yourself some jars and make some relish. Enjoy. Have a wonderful week.